ready for this one because Fischer's back again. The first game was in 58, and then this one's in 71. 1958 and 1971. Yeah, that's right. So, a bit of a gap between the two games, and Fischer has the same opponent. And I guess after the Dragon beatdown that we saw in the last video, Mr. Larson decided to come at Fischer in a different way. During the candidates, which, if I'm not mistaken, Fischer blanked him 6-0. It's not often that you see two top players in the world go at it, and one guy basically adopts the other guy. It doesn't happen very often, yeah. So, we get a French, and we have the Winawer, and being an author of the French, with my book on Chessable, I did not want to do chapters on the Winawer or the McCutcheon with these ideas with Bishop B4 because for me they go against the grain of the French defense that you're willingly and openly trading off your good bishop in order to create an imbalance. So if you're going to play this way, why not play an imbalancing opening like the Sicilian to start with? Just my opinion. Some people love the Winawer. I'm not trying to disavow anything for you or anything like that. I'm just saying. So, E5, Fischer's going with the main line. And I'll show you a line that I love to teach to my students. My co-author in my upcoming book, The Dark Knight Rises. It's an Alekhine book. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's almost done. Almost done. The Dark Knight Rises, my co-author, Roman the Boss, Ginjihashvili. Try to spell that one. Bonus. No. So, in this position, in his book that he worked on with multiple authors, Perelstein, Albert, and Roman did chess openings for White and Black Explained. And in their volume on chess openings for White Explained, he recommends Knight B5 here. And it's a very interesting move because if takes, if you didn't play Knight E7, Knight D6 is going to come with check, and Black's King's going to be stuck in the middle. So after castles, I mean, this is a relatively equal position, but it's fun to play, especially in Blitz, and it's what I recommend playing against the Winawer. Oh, no, this isn't a Blitz game. I'm just saying as an alternative, it'd be a good idea. So after E5, Knight E7, he gets him to trade off his good bishop. Now, this move A4 is nice. It has the idea of, since your bishop is traded off, I want my bishop on this long diagonal to increase pressure over time. Make sense? Knight BC6, protect the center. And normally you see a line like Queen A5, F6, and this is, I would say, Larson made a good decision not going into something like this with Fischer, because Fischer's a buzzsaw in these types of calculation positions. And it peters out to this, and, I mean, it's flavorful for both sides. So coming back to the main game, Bishop D7 was played. Both sides are defining what they're going to do, F6. And that's where old Bent's starting to go wrong. Now, it looks like he can grab this pawn, but Fischer, being the type of player that he was, he's more than willing to give a pawn in order to get that activity and just continually attack and have pressure, as we've seen time and time again in his example games. Queen D4. All of his pieces are really alive. Bishop H5, pinning the knight. It's getting really, really awkward for Black to do anything. King F7. When you're having to hold your position together with a move like King F7. F4. Key squares. The pawn is poisoned for numerous reasons. Rook F1, or in this case, Queen takes F4 because the knight is pinned. Not happening. So he tries to castle by hand, but F5 breaks up the pawn structure in the position. Check. And here, the most accurate move was Bishop D6, followed by Queen D4, and White's completely winning here. In the main game, Fischer played Bishop F3 immediately, which I say most accurate, but honestly, this is pretty good too. Knight e5 was played. Pins. Gimme. So he gets 2 pieces for the rock. Now, give me some more. And right here, this shows you the type of calculator Fischer was, because you're standing on the edge of a knife here. And it's just so dangerous. This is one of those times where you pause the video and try to find a tactical sequence which prevents you from getting mated. And Fischer, Bent was black. Bent Larson. But Fischer with white finds this beautiful tactical sequence with check and bishop c5. This way, the bishop is covering the mating square, and Larson finds this continuation. And here we have 2 bishops and a rock versus a queen. Who do you think's better? You don't know? No? Well, as we've seen a lot of Fischer games so far, and he's pretty much won all of them, we can probably guess that the bishops and the rock are going to do work here. Protects the rook with check. Grabs the a-pawn. Now I want you to keep your eye on this guy, because he's going home. Bishops are going to usher in the new lady. Check. Protect it. Oh! And notice the bishops so wonderfully protect the king and also usher this pawn onto greatness. Good game. Bent resigned in a wonderful endgame by Fischer. You gotta love it. You have got to love it.